Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me. Many New Yorkers are starting to make plans for 4th of July weekend and summer travel. And when it comes to summer travel, New York State has as good as it gets. We have the Hudson Valley, we have world-class beaches on Long Island, we have our wine country in the Finger Lakes and on Long Island. So I want to let you know my two big plans for the summer. First, I'm hoping to take my kids up to the Adirondacks. And second, I'm going to work to secure vitally important transportation funding for New York's bridges. New York has more than 17,000 bridges, and 1 out of every 3 bridges in our state is in need of repairs, either because that bridge can't meet the demands of traffic or worse, because that bridge is falling apart. In New York City, 1,214 bridges need repair. In Western New York, 694 bridges need repairs. In Rochester and the Finger Lakes region, 578 bridges need repairs. In Central New York, 674 bridges need repairs. In the Southern Tier, 602 bridges need repairs. In the Capital Region, 763 bridges need repairs. In the North Country, 576 bridges need repairs. In the Hudson Valley, 1,206 bridges need repairs. And on Long Island, 444 bridges need repairs. Despite these unsettling numbers, the last transportation bill passed by Congress actually cut the amount of federal money that can be spent on local bridge projects. But in New York State, over half of our bridges are locally owned and maintained. This leaves communities across our state struggling to maintain their local infrastructure because they can't access the funding they need to fix their bridges, no matter how bad their condition is. I'm offering an amendment to the Senate's Transportation Reauthorization Bill so that we can make the investments that would keep our bridges fully operational. This amendment would open up additional federal funding that would allow the state of New York to prioritize the worst bridges, the bridges that need the most help, regardless of whether they are located on the national highway system or on a local county highway. This amendment would make sure our bridges can be fixed and made safe for travelers, and it would finally support the pressing infrastructure needs of local governments, our counties, municipalities, towns, and villages. When my office hears from New York's county and local officials, the number one issue we hear about is transportation infrastructure, including our bridges. With this legislation, we'd finally be able to address those concerns. Thousands of bridges in New York are in dire need of repairs. Let's finally get the job done and repair them so that New York's summer travel season can go off without a hitch, so that local economies all over New York can benefit and grow from the influx of tourist dollars, and so travelers from across the state can come see how incredible our state is. I'll be urging my colleagues in Washington to join me in supporting this amendment.